after hours. When you return to the Seamstresses Union in the early hours of the morning, it seems a completely different place. Bereft of the normal crowd that haunts it, the bar feels desolate, almost abandoned. It's eerie, like the back hallways of hotels and shopping malls. But you finally have a break in your case, a sample of the Ripper's blood. You just need to find someone to help you analyze it. Without its colorful staff, cast of regulars, and posing tourists, the Union feels hollow. The front bar and lounge are deserted except for a handful of janitors. Does nobody here sleep? Evening, sir. It's a word around town, Mr. Clue. There's been more talk of the Ripper killing. Some people are saying they're hate crimes on account of the victims all being human. What if I told you the prime suspects were an elf and a troll? Still doesn't mean the killings are racially motivated. People are just too quick to label something a hate crime. Check the census. The city is still 66% humans. Close your eyes and throw a rock, you're more than likely to hit a human. Doesn't make it a hate crime. Still a crime, though, and that should be enough. It's the first real rise you've seen out of Mr. Clue, but he reins himself in with a roll of his thick shoulders and a smoothing of his jacket. Don't worry. Not gonna start throwing rocks. Wouldn't want to reinforce the stereotype. I'll leave you to your business, sir. I feel like he might be involved somehow. He seems guilty.
Ohio! Would you like some?
She stops.
Forgive me, old May, but you look like hell.
Okay. Thanks. Just the welcome I was looking for. She looks you over, noting the signs of your nocturnal activities. She nods.
Any run you can walk away from is a good run.
So I've been told. Let's see. Helps when the other team doesn't walk away. No one to follow you.
I can tell you've been busy. I can see by the look on your face that there is something you need. Is this about the Ripper?
Let's see. Could be. I won't know until I get something analyzed.
I understand. I will unlock the piano so you may go downstairs. Someone down there should be able to help you if they are awake. It is likely that you will visit the Matrix before the day is done.
May I take a sausage?
Take the whole plate.
The digital world. You've been doing a lot of legwork on this job. It is going to require a trip to cyberspace and back to ID the Ripper. The Matrix. The cybernetic analog of Inside the Grid, the worldwide computer network. The digital world, information brought to life. Inside cyberspace, your avatar does all the work while your meat body's left behind. All around your avatar are pathways to other nodes filled with data. IC, counter-intrusion programs, and other jacked-in runners. Cyberspace has as many dangers as the meat world and more. Locked doors, security countermeasures, and black IC that can fry a Decker's brain. Every movement you make in the Matrix can be tracked. If you aren't careful, get dump shocked out and your brain gets fuzzy for a bit. Get hit by an enemy Decker and you can die. David Fry II. Morning. You look like you've been up all night. You look like you've seen some action, too. Let's see. Where's Doc Castle? Asleep, I assume. You need a med kit or something? I need someone to analyze some DNA sample. Doc Castle's equipment isn't really set up for that, he considers for a moment. However, I could employ a semiconductor chip. I could decode DNA using a voltage change instead of light. That would eliminate the use of highly expensive equipment that would be required otherwise. He brightens. I just read a journal about this, so the information is still fresh. Frankly, it should be easy. What do you want to know about it? The owner's identity. That's beyond me. All I can get you is the gene code sequence. But that's where I come in. David, if you can meet that code sequence, I'm pretty sure we can track down its owner via a matrix run. Will do. Let me have the DNA you want to test. Tiergar, when David gives me the sequence, I'll jack in and help you trace the blood sample back to its source. Let's see. If this works, I'll bring back more than just a sample. Whose blood is it? Could be the Emerald City Ripper. No, Trek? He turns to Johnny, excited. Wake up, Johnny boy. You've got work to do, and Tiergar, if you need any gear, I'll be right here. I just got a second wind. Meet you at my rig, Tiergar. I could probably use some gear, actually. Let's take a look. Alright, no. Alright, I can't use anything you got. What's this? Oh, it's my stash. And I have nothing in my stash. So. Was hoping to get some peace and quiet tonight. You got something for me? I've got a flight recorder. Wouldn't happen to be an Ares flight recorder, would it? Some very powerful buyers are looking for that right now. I can get rid of it for you for, say, 20%, at least $2,000 for you. Sounds good to me. Pleasure doing business. Thanks to the semiconductor-based gene sequencing system that David employed, we should have the information we need to track the Ripper in the Matrix. I'm really impressed with his results, considering it was his first attempt. He was utilizing an unproven technique he'd read about in a science journal, and he was working from memory on minimal sleep. Let's see. That's great, Professor. What's the plan? We hit the Lone Star DNA database first to see if our donor has a prior criminal record. They have extensive DNA archives. Then we go hunting based on what we find. Let's hit the decks and jack into the Matrix. I can get into their private grid easily, but I've got to warn you. Once we're in, could get a little rough. How much decking experience have you had? 0? I have a Trode net here. It's a headband you wear that lets you piggyback me in the Matrix. You'll see and hear everything I do. Okay. He's got nothing. Killer, medic, suppression, sniffer. Okay, yeah, cool, I guess. Confirm. We're in. Your synapses light up as you connect your consciousness to the digital world. Although you aren't jacked in like Johnny, the sensation is overwhelming and electrifying. You can only imagine the way it feels for him. Data store ahead is defended by intrusion countermeasures. No, stop. God damn it. Alright, what do we got here? Medic, sniffer, increases your chance to hit. Let's see. Killer, powerful attack program directed at one target. Alright, I guess. Let's try killer. Shit, this is not going bad. Creates an attacker expert system program. Alright, and then let's try killer one more time. Got rid of it. Awesome. Oh, enemy's still good. What do we got? I think we're good on health for a bit. Let's see, let's... I guess just regular attack? Yeah. Attack program. Tar Bomb. An area effect matrix deals attack matrix attack that deals 75 IP damage and roots him in place for 1 round. That sounds good to me. Boom. Excellent. Nice. The IC is down. Let's see if there's a match for this fingerprint. DNA match located, 100% match. Arrest records database. Subject Silas Forsberg. Status deceased. Profession chop shop surgical assistant. Priors breaking and entering 2 counts. Public indecency 1 count. Brought in for questioning on accusations of unlicensed plastic surgery. No charges were filed. 100% chance to a dead man? Let's keep looking. Let's heal. Can I heal again? No, I have to wait. So let's go ahead and get to the next node. Let's go right there. 1%. Boom. Nice. Nope, can't see it. Alright, well, take that one out, I guess. No, let's hold off. Got 2 more hits on the name Silas Forsberg. Subject Silas Forsberg. Notes. Subject was found overdosed on half a dozen different sedatives. Several anti-anxiety medications were also found in his system. Face was mutilated, possibly self-inflicted. Identity could not be confirmed immediately due to the disfigurement. Had to check dental records to confirm. No next of kin. Large puncture wounds were found in several places on the body, possibly large bore surgical needles. Body had been decomposing for several weeks before the landlord noticed the smell and called the police when no one answered the door. Delicious. Alright, let's get out of here. And let's see, alright, you can take that one out. And yeah, let's just go ahead and shoot that one too. Excellent. Alright, I'm going to heal up. Hack news article. Newsnet. Return on subject Silas Forsberg. The body of Silas Forsberg, a chop shop surgical assistant, was found in an apartment in Snohomish earlier this week. The body had been there for as long as a month when Forsberg's landlord noticed a rancid smell and contacted authorities. Lone Star representatives have issued a statement saying Forsberg's death has been ruled a suicide. According to reports, his body, a mass of puncture wounds, and the cause of death was determined to be an overdose of anti-stress medications and sedatives. The man's employer claims he was a dedicated employee, though he suffered from bouts of depression. Forsberg's next of kin could not be located, but the attorney appointed to his estate has located a will written weeks prior, leaving all of his belongings to his psychiatrist. The identity of the psychiatrist has not been released due to privacy concerns. Yet another sad end to a life, as is far too common here in the sprawl. Now that might be something we can go on. Let's regroup and meet space. Alright. So here's what we know. Our DNA evidence belongs to a dead man whose death was never explained. He worked with chop shops, which fits with the living guy that you've met. The Newsnet says he left his estate to a psychiatrist. Maybe finding out who his psychiatrist was will give us our next clue. My gut says we can deck into the medical board's records and reverse trace to find this doctor. You in? Yeah, let's do it. Boom. Right, let's get our attacker out. Damn it. Searching medical records, Silas Forsberg. Medical records file for Silas Forsberg located. Pediatric record partial. One particular pediatrician's entry stands out from the rest. Child suffers from a chronic depression and social anxiety, most likely caused by his physical abnormalities. We've seen many changes like this recently, with the outbreak of changeling children being born. With the aberrant physiology, we're seeing there is no telling what sort of brain functions are affected. Prescribed a series of sedatives last year that seemed to have no effect, upping the dosage. That's what I already read. Data missing or corrupted, contact your administrator for help. File is quite large and takes well over an hour to read through. The final entry, however, is the most significant. It is written by Dr. Henry Holmes. Silas has overcome significant mental disorders and no longer goes through periods of violent episodes. Latest medications have proven especially effective, but I believe that being treated by another elf has significantly impacted his treatment. Unfortunately, my efforts to maintain an emotional boundary with him have proven challenging. He has bonded to me in an unhealthy and, frankly, an unnerving way. His hero worship exhibits itself in the form of mimicked speech patterns and adopting my dress. For this reason, and for the health of the patient, I am assigning another doctor to his case. I will inform him at his next session. Got a name now, Dr. Holmes. Let's keep going and find out where he works. Watch out, that black IC could fry something, something, something. Alright. Ten host damage. Oh shit. Alright, let's get some cover. Not enough AP. Employment records located. Henry Hollings, Holmes, MD, PhD. Check current employment status. Dr. Henry Holmes currently holds the position of Chief Psychiatrist and Administrator at Mercy Mental Hospital, Snohomish, Washington, UCAS. Check previous employers. Previous employers, 2045 to 2054, Psychiatrist in Residence, Mercy Mental Hospital in Snohomish, Washington. 2040 to 2045, Attending Psychiatrist, Mercy Mental Hospital in Snohomish, Washington. 2030 to 2040, Private Practice. Alright, leave employment records. Bingo, back to meat space again.